Hello everyone and welcome to Kiki Crochet. In this video we're going to learn how to crochet a mini tie, and I am going to use a 100% acrylic yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. You can make this tie bigger or smaller by using thicker yarn and a bigger size crochet hook, or you can make this tie smaller by using thinner yarn and thinner crochet and a smaller crochet hook. So we're going to create first the knot of the tie, and then we're going to make the body of our tie. So it's going to be made in two different parts. So let's start. So I'm going to be using this Steinbach wool yarn, which is 50 grams and about 133 meters each skein. So we're going to start row 1 with a chain 16. So start with your beginning knot and make 16 chains. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So now we're going to make one single crochet in every stitch, and all of our tie is going to be made out of single crochet. So every time that we start a row with single crochet, we always have one less stitch from the total chains. So we start with a chain 16, so we're going to have a total of 15 chains in our first row. So start from the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, put your hook in the second chain and make one single crochet. Next stitch, 2, next one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and our last stitch 15. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 2 is going to be a row of one single crochet in every stitch, so a total of 15 in the end again. So starting from the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that was our last stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 3 is going to be a row of decreases, so we're going to crochet the first 2 stitches together and the last 2 stitches together. So at the end of this row we're going to have 2 less stitches. So out of the 15 that we had so far, we're going to have 13 single crochet. So put your hook in the first stitch, grab the yarn, pull through, and hold the loop on your hook. Put your hook in the second stitch, grab the yarn, pull through the stitch, and hold the loop on your hook. So we have a total of 3 loops on our hook, and we have crocheted in 2 different stitches. So grab the yarn and pull through all of those 3 loops. So the first 2 stitches gave me 1 stitch. So now make one single crochet in all the stitches in the middle, and in the last 2 stitches we are going to make a decrease again. So starting counting from 1, which is our first stitch, we're going to stop crocheting at 12th stitch and then the 13th is going to be our decrease. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we are left with our last 2 stitches, and I'm going to put my hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn and hold the loop on your hook. Put your hook in the last stitch, grab the yarn and hold the loop on your hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. So we have a total of 13 single crochet in row 3. So chain 1, turn your work, and row 4 is going to be a row with 1 stitch in every stitch. This way we know how much our work has really decreased, because if we make decreases over decreases, we're just going to have big holes in our work. So starting from the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and our last stitch, 13. Chain 1, turn your work, and row 5 is going to be a row of decreases. So we're going to crochet the first 2 stitches and last 2 stitches together again. So put your hook in the first stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook, put your hook in the second stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook. So we have a total of 3 loops on our hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. So the first 2 stitches became 1. So make 1 single crochet in every stitch in the middle, and then we're gonna have the last 2 stitches where we're gonna make a decrease again. So starting to count from 1, because we already have the first stitch from the decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have the last 2 stitches. Put your hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook, put your hook in the last stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook. So grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. So we have a total of 11 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work, and row 6 is going to be a row of 1 stitch in every stitch. Starting from the first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and our last stitch, 11. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 7 is going to be a row of decreases, so we're going to crochet the first 2 and last 2 stitches together. Put your hook in the first stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook, put your hook in the second stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook. So we have a total of 3 loops. Grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. 1 single crochet in all the stitches in the middle, and leave the last 2 for decreases again. So we're going to have a total of 9 stitches at the end of this row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our last 2 stitches. Put your hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook, put your hook in the last stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook, grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. So we have a total of 9 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work, and row 9 is going to be our last row with 1 stitch in every stitch. Starting from the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 1, cut your yarn, pull the loop, and tighten up. So we have made a total of 8 rows for our knot, and we're going to fold this at the end, and we're gonna to finish the tie with it. So now we're going to create the bottom part, or the body for the tie, and start with your beginning knot and make a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to make 1 single crochet in every stitch, a total of 5 in the first row, starting from the second chain of from the hook. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, and our last stitch, 5. Chain 1, turn your work, and make 1 stitch in every stitch again, a total of 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last stitch, 5 single crochet, chain 1. So I am going to make 7 more rows of 5 single crochet. So at the end we're going to have a total of 9 rows with 5 single crochet. So I'm going to turn my video off and turn it back on again when I have completed an extra 7 rows of 5 single crochet. Okay, so I've completed the extra 7 rows with 5 single crochet, so we have a total of 9. And now we're going to start row 10, where we're going to make increases in order to start making the triangular part of our tie. So this part over here. So chain 1, and we are going to work 2 single crochet in our first stitch instead of 1. So put your hook in the first stitch and make 1, 2 single crochet in the same stitch, 1 stitch in the next stitches, and 2 stitches at the end. Again, make an increase. So we're going to have 7 single crochet at the end of this 10th row. So next stitch, 3, next one, 4, next one, 5, and our last stitch, 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So 6 and 7. So row 11, chain 1 and turn your work, and row 11 is going to be a row with 1 single crochet in every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your last stitch, 7. Chain 1, turn your work. Row 12 is going to be a row with 1 single crochet in every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Row 13 is going to be a row of increases. So in the first and last stitch we're going to make 2 single crochet and 1 single crochet in all the stitches in the middle. So 1 and 2 single crochet in the first stitch, next one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last stitch we're going to make 2 single crochet, 8 and 9. Chain 1, turn your work. Row 14 is going to be a row of 1 single crochet in every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our last stitch, 9. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 15 is going to be a row of decreases, but we want to make a kind of big decrease to make the triangular part of the tie. So we're going to crochet together the first 3 stitches and the last 3 stitches. So at the end of this row we're going to have 5 stitches. So put your hook, grab the yarn and pull through, and you have 1 loop. Second stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook, and third stitch, grab the yarn, pull it and hold the loop on your hook. So we have a total of 4 loops on our hook. So we're going to grab the yarn and pull through all of those 4 loops. So the first 3 stitches are going to become 1. 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So starting to count from 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last 3 stitches we're going to crochet together again. So put your hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull through and hold the loop on your hook. Second stitch, grab the yarn, pull through and hold the loop on your hook. And the last stitch, grab the yarn, pull through and hold the loop on your hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all of those 4 loops. So this row gives us a total of 5 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work. Row 16 is going to be a row of 1 stitch in every stitch, total of 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 1. Row 17 is going to be a row of decreases, so we're going to crochet together the first 2 and last 2 stitches. So put your hook in the first stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook. Second stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook. So we have a total of 3 loops. Grab yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. Next stitch, make 1 single crochet. In last 2 stitches we're going to crochet them together again. So put your hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn, hold the loop on your hook. Put your hook in the last stitch, grab the yarn and hold the loop on your hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. So we have a total of 3 single crochet in this row. So chain 1, turn your work. Row 18 is going to be 1 stitch in every stitch. A total of 3 single crochet at the end. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and the 19th row is going to be, we're going to crochet together all of those 3 stitches, so we're going to have 1 stitch in the end. So put your hook in the first stitch, grab the yarn and hold the loop on your hook. Second stitch, hold the loop on your hook, and the third stitch, grab the yarn and hold the loop on your hook. Grab yarn and pull all of those 4 loops. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. Pull through the loop and tighten up. So what we're going to do now off camera is we are going to weave in all of our ends. So this is how the bottom part looks like. Weave in all of your ends, and I'm going to do that off camera too, and when I finish I'm going to turn my video back on again. And after we weave in our ends, we are going to crochet together the part that it's going to be the knot, and the other part we're going to sew them together, and then we're going to close up the knot, sew that together too, and our mini tie is going to be ready. So let's secure the yarns off camera. So I have secured all of the yarn. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sew the body part on the knot. So I'm going to sew on the second row, counting from the top. And we want the body part to be in the middle of those stitches. So in the bottom row you want to have 2 stitches on the left and 2 stitches from the right. So take your needle and put it from the front to the back and to the front on the next stitch, from the front to the back and to the front in the next stitch. And in the last stitch you're going to put your hook from the front to the back and take it to the front from the stitch in the previous row and tighten up. So this is how it looks on the front. So sew in a knot and then secure your ends. So make a knot and weave in. So cut this one yarn that we finished. And now we're going to secure the other yarn also. So sew in a knot in this part over here too, and then weaving. So cut the yarn. And now we're going to close up our tie. So I'm just going to fold this in the middle, and I'm going to take some yarn and I'm going to be sewing from the inside to the outside of my work, and I'm going to sewing in the first single crochet of every row. So from the inside to the outside in the first single crochet of the one side, and take your yarn through once more to make a knot, so it's not going to be being pulled every time that you try and tighten up your work. And now put your needle in the first single crochet of the first row in the opposite side. So from the inside out, and pull together slowly and carefully so it closes up nicely. So now from the inside out in the one side of the second row, and from the inside out on the second row on the opposite side. Now from the inside out on the third row in the one side, from the inside out on the third row in the opposite side, and that's how you continue up until you finish sewing all of your knot. So from the one side in the fourth row, and on the other side in the fourth row also. From the one side on the fifth row, on the other side of the fifth row, on the one side in the sixth row, on the other side of the sixth row, in the one side of the 7th row, on the other side of the 7th row, and in our last row now, from the one side of the last row and the other side, the 8th row, other side. So you just want to hold the bottom and try to tighten up, and now make a knot and weave in your yarn. We want to weave in from the inside so we don't have the stitches in the front, and try to weave in the back loops of the single crochet. So now I want to cut the yarn carefully so you don't cut your work. And now we're going to secure the other yarn in the back, but because I can't secure in the back loops, I'm going to try to secure in the front ones. And we want to be careful to take the needle from stitch to stitch so we don't have stitches overlapping from the outside. So carefully from one single crochet to the other, and just take it through in some of this in the first 2 or 3 stitches, and then cut your yarn. So our mini tie is ready. This is the back and this is the front, and this is how it looks like. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, please press like and leave a comment. Thanks again. Bye bye.